Okay, we're back with the unboxing portion of this video here, and today we have the Haiboxing race truck, and brushless power, speeding for joy is the advertising here, and that's the front of the box here, and then the back of the box. We have the usual disclaimers and cautions and so on. And then the side of the box shows some of the products and features, the highlights of the car, and here shows some of the colors that it comes in. It looks like it's sort of a blue-green, sort of a purple, red purplish. It's another color there. I don't know what you'd call that, but there's a good close-up of that color. It's maybe the one we're going to get. I don't know. If you notice this box, you can see the box got a little like beat up in transit here now. The box, we got it from Amazon, and the Amazon box is didn't have a dent in it, but the inside box is pretty beat up. It even looks like it's got wet here at some point, so I don't know, no, not making a major point here, just an observation. The outside of the Amazon box is perfect, but the inside of this box has definitely seen some water damage here and so on. Hopefully the inside of the box is good. Now, that being said, the truck is waterproof here. So, okay, this is a cold unboxing. You're having cut tape off yet. So there's a piece of tape right there. And it looks like it was retaped, actually, there. Both these look like kind of retapes. Alrighty. Here's another piece of tape here. So, okay, this side's open pretty easy here, so it looks like it kind of got some water damage here. Another piece of tape. All right. So, okay, here's the first thing in the box here is our manual here, and it definitely got some water damage to it here. You can see just the way it, we got some stickers, two sets of stickers there. Again, it looks like a good sized manual. The writing is very easy to read, but of course, the book's all, what do you call this, word damage, it's kind of crinkled and so on. It's hard to pull the pages apart at this point. So, it did get word damage. Said not making a major deal of it. Just want to let you know, just showing what happens here. Now here's another little, looks like kind of a quick start type of guide here. So, okay, now let's get to the actual car here. Alrighty. So, okay, that's everything in the box. Put the box aside now, and we're going to get the car down here. So, it came in, well packed. And let's see here. There's the shell. This is a 1/18 scale a car, and look at this. We get 2 shells. Now that I may have to cut some of this apart here, maybe not. That was just a holder piece there, another holder piece. So here's the car. I think I mentioned it's a 1/18 scale, and this is, I'm going to call it the purple, pink, black body shell, and this is the other body shell, kind of a green, blue, and gray. So you get your preference there. Okay, now, but we still have something left here, so let's see if we can open this up. Alrighty. Again, this is very well packaged, so that's very good. Okay, here is your USB charger, and here's your spare battery. I'm assuming there's a battery also in the truck. That's how Haiboxing usually rolls here. It gives you 2 batteries. Shout out to Haiboxing. They're probably one of the best RC companies around there. The nice thing is they sell their products on Amazon, so you can get them really fast, like 2-day shipping. So I still got the controller here, and you see how they have that wheel going through there. So I'm gonna have to be carefully get the steering wheel out there, I'll call it. All right, and there's everything out of this protective box. I said packaged real good, very similar to what last year's 1/18 scale Haiboxing was. So here's the controller. It feels like a little bit upgraded controller from what we had last year. Many more bells and whistles on here, many more knobs and buttons and so on. So we got the standard steering wheel thing over here. There's your your kind of accelerator and your brake there. It even has sort of a, airflow going through the handle this time. And down here is probably where you put your batteries in. So you put 3 AA batteries in. So there you go, load them right in the bottom there. Pretty easy to get on and off. So yeah, like I said, definitely an upgraded controller from last year as far as fit, finish, feel. It's bigger, heavier, more bells and whistles there. We'll get into that, latter parts of the video. Now let's get into this goodie bag here. Hold on, folks. Again, this is a cold unboxing here. I don't have all my stuff here. So here's my scissors, obviously. So let's see what we got in here. As I said, here's our spare battery with the that connector on it. I'm not a connector master. Is that a Dean's plug there? Here is your USB A to, again, your Dean's connector there. If it's not a Dean's, I just say that because I know the word Dean's or whatever. If you know what that connector is, it doesn't matter what I say. And here you get a whole bag of extra cotter pins here to take the shells on and off with. So, if you lose one or whatever. And I like the fact they got these upgraded ones with a little plastic, holders on or whatever. Much easier on the hand. So, okay, so let's get back to the car here. I said 1/18 scale. Here we got this integrated bumper in the front. We have a bumper in the back. Hopefully we have lights. So we got a little sticker here. It says, please rip the transparent plastic off of here. Even the things look like they have, tinted windows in them there. The tires, feel good. Feel real nice. Let's see here. Let's pull these cotter pins off here. It's got two in the front there, and 2 in the back here. So there we go. Alrighty. Here's the inside of the car. As I suspected, it does come with a battery already installed. You see, it's got this nice Velcro strip to hold it down. And here's your Dean's connector here to connect the battery. And they even have the that other little connector here that's on here. So maybe you have to double connect that. I don't remember that before. I don't remember what they call that little white connector. But that's the one you use to charge up, to this thing here. So I don't know why that's in there also, but we will find out when we read the instructions. Here's like, some of your inside hardware there, here. They have all the fuses plugged into this box here. And here's your shocks here. So, yeah, and so it looks like they have wires going up here. So it looks like you will have lights in the front. And I don't see any wires going to the back there. So I don't know if you'll have lights back there. But there's your antenna there, for your signal. Here is another little plug there. So a lot of interesting things. We're going to have to do some reading up in the manual and everything. Okay, so that covers kind of everything here with the unboxing. It definitely feels like a more premium unit than last year. In the bottom here, we don't have, I wouldn't say we have metal, but we have pretty hard plastic there. And here, of course, is your on-off button there, if you can see it by the tires there. So yeah, we will definitely come back with more information for you as far as some of the stuff you see here. We're going to go over it in detail. So again, that's what you get in the box. And it's nice that they include 2 body shells, and nice they include 2 batteries. So the only there's no real con here except that the box got a little damaged, which isn't a big deal, but the instruction book got a little moldy and warped here from getting wet. But we're going to work through it. I'm sure there's a PDF version online of this manual in case I cannot read anything because of the water damage there. So okay, we're going to roll into, the next segment, probably a kind of a road test of this outdoors here. We're going to see what it can do, in field here on different types of surfaces. Of course, sidewalk, grass, dirt, maybe a little sandy dirt surface or whatever. So, we're going to put us through the paces, and you're going to be out there with me in the field. So, yes, stay tuned for the next segment. Okay, now we'll try it on some kind of a pebbly surface here, pebbly and cement blocks. Of course, in the bright sunlight, but now we got a little bit of a shade from these trees so you can see those lights. I'll bring it back in. You can see those lights. The trim set to make the wide turns on. I gotta tune the steering a little bit because I just can't get those wide turns that I need on narrow spaces. I'm taking real wide turns right now. We got to get that trimmed up. All right, as I think I said on the unboxing portion of the video, this has the oil-filled shocks that everybody wants, and a lot of people mod their we'll say their budget RC cars in the past and so on, but this comes with it at a pretty reasonable starting price. So you can see here, it's not real bouncy like when you have the I don't even know what they call the other shocks, but the non-oil filled shocks. Again, I forget the term for them, but said you can just see how it doesn't have the bounce You know, see, look at that, just boom. You know, just really. My last year's version of this car would have, you know, did that, you know, bounced a couple times or whatever. So it's really nice for them to add the oil-filled shocks, and also putting in the brushless motors just gives it a lot more speed. You know, you just can't believe how much speed you get out of a 1/18 scale car like this. And plus, when you take it off the tarmac onto the grass, you know, the increasing the speed, of course, doesn't really help it go faster because of it's in, you know, grass. But what it does is increases the ability of the four-wheel drive to go over surfaces. Like I was at a grass surface where, you know, the grass wasn't freshly cut. It wasn't long, but it wasn't freshly cut. But it had rained all night last night, and it was a little damp. So bumping up the, you know, turning up the speed a couple notches really helped to perform in that kind of a slippery surface with almost no issues whatsoever, even though it's a 1/18 scale and doesn't have a tremendous amount of ground clearance below it like you get from even a standard 1/12 scale car, which it's kind of the standard size or whatever. Of course, the bigger ones like your 1/10 or your 1/8. So I did notice that it had lights in the back. You can see them right now. I didn't even notice them in the bright light, but I didn't see any lights on the front. So I don't know if that could be installed, you know, as an aftermarket kit. But again, it does have the lights in the back. So just a few little tidbits we found out in the field. And, you know, on the, hope you can see that in this bright sunlight here. On the remote control here, you know, I had to get the steering trim adjusted a little bit to my liking. I still don't have it perfectly or whatever. Of course, that's your steering trim there. There's your speed over there, and here's your steering trim reverse. In case you know, yeah, if you want to drive it backwards, you could hit that or whatever, and it would perform like you were going forward, kind of like headless on the drone. Of course, here's the on-off button. Here's the bind mode button, but it was pre-bound out of the factory for me. I did not have to bind it, but there's the button in case it becomes unbound, or if you get one that's not factory bound. And this the steering, well, I'm going to call it the STD/R here. I don't know exactly what that's for yet. I've tried to play around with it a little bit, but I'm going to have to do some more research to see what that's all about. But you know, and of course here's your, you know, your steering there, and this is your throttle here. And in the standard mode, you know, this pulling it, you know, back to you would make it, you know, go forward, and pushing it the other way would make it go in reverse, or just a short thing would give it a break here. I don't want to hit it here because it's actually on right now, but okay, that's some of the things, you know, I've learned already.